Center by meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Thank you. 15 minutes before 12 o'clock. It's Friday. The weekend is just about here, Robin.
Yeah.
The sky looks
Wonderful.
beautiful. It looks like it's going to be a pretty nice weekend. There's rain mentioned for both Saturday and Sunday, but it's the same as today. Mm-hmm. They all say 40% chance of rain,
Nice.
so that's not too bad.
No.
Joe Martone is in the studio. Good morning,
We
Joe.
live in Florida.
How you doing?
Yeah. It's 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's going to rain. Yep, it's 3 o'clock. It's going to rain.
You know, there was something I wanted to tell you about.
Tell me.
There is a new thing happening in the United States.
Ah, gee.
Now, as soon as I tell you this, you're going to say, Larry, you're wrong. This has been happening for a long time.
Oh,
But I think,
you preempted yourself.
yeah, because
Did that hurt?
Because I know this happens. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
In Europe, they had this Rhine River cruise, right?
Correct.
People love doing this. They always
Correct.
say, how come we don't do it in the United States?
Well, we do.
Where? Where do we do?
Mississippi. The Mississippi River.
Where else?
Colorado River.
Oh, really? I haven't
Yeah.
heard that one.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's this whole thing, this American cruise or something like
Oh,
that.
up in New England. They have New England cruises also, yeah.
It's all over the place.
Yes.
The Ohio River. There's one that goes right through Milwaukee.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
cruise. I think I want to do
Didn't
one
know
of
that.
these.
Good morning.
I think that would be awesome.
Oh, it is.
You get on a boat and you're on there for 3 or 4 days.
Or more. Or more. Oh,
Or
yeah.
more.
Sure.
And you stay. And if you are going by air to the location, there's actually a place to sleep before you get there.
Oh, yeah.
If you want
Nice.
I've already looked into all that a long
Have you?
time ago, yeah.
to. Now, which one do you want to do?
I was thinking the Mississippi and or the New England one. Because I lived in New England, so I know New England, the Connecticut River and everything, which goes from Connecticut into the Massachusetts all the way up to Vermont.
Yeah.
And all the way down. It's funny, they call it the Connecticut River all the way. They don't change the name.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I've seen it from the shoreline and everything, but what would it be like to go down by and see Gillette Castle, go by see the big amusement park in Ottawa, Mass, look up in a different direction and see the different things.
Have you seen the amenities? Have you seen the boats themselves? They're unbelievable.
They're huge.
Oh, you mean you're talking about the
river boats?
Yeah, you're spoiled.
You are spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
The one on the Mississippi looks like a paddle boat.
Yes.
I don't know if it actually is, but it looks like
I
one.
think it is.
But the other ones look sleeker or something. They're lower. They have like only 3 stories tall.
Have you ever seen how they're made?
No.
Oh, it's like a frying pan they start with. I've seen one. The mini Ha-Ha was built in Lake George, New York when I was a kid. I used to go there every year, and I watched it progressively build.
Really?
And they started, it looked like a gigantic frying pan floating in the water.
Oh, my.
And then they just built up onto it. So, how it works, above my pay
cool.
grade. But,
How neat.
But it took, I don't know how many years it took to build that thing. Because I'm presuming it was as the money became available that they built it. It's still there, the mini Ha-Ha. It's 3 stories high.
Nice.
And it's fairly good size. And then, of course, Lake George is a good sized lake, so they go up and down the lake. But what Larry was saying about the steamboats and everything, you go on one of those things, it's like, because I've been on a steamboat on the Mississippi, well, the paddle boat, I should say, which is a steamboat too, yeah. And it's got a lot of power to that. You see, and you see the behind the gears. And then I also been on a steamboat in Branson, Missouri, on the lake up there.
Oh.
And those little, you think, paddle boat. Oh, yeah. No, those suckers got power. They've got power.
So they have these cruise boats. I wanted to tell you about the boats themselves. They just look so nice.
Yeah, remember one thing, Larry, though.
2, 3, only 4 stories on this one I'm looking at.
Only 4 stories. So.
Compared to
Above
the
the
cruise
deck.
lines on the ocean.
Oh, well, you can't compare that compare donuts to donuts, please. If you put a cruise line ship in, well, I can't say that. It would fit in the Mississippi, but it wouldn't fit on the Connecticut River, a cruise line ship.
No.
Mississippi it would.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So here are some of them. I wish I could tell you where they all go because I'm not sure. There's the American Constellation, the American Spirit, the American Star, the American Constitution, the American Harmony. They all have American in front of their name.
Smart.
Nice.
Except for the Queen of the Mississippi. That's that one.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And then there's the Queen of the West, which goes on the Columbia and Snake River.
The one I went on in
Nice.
Mississippi started with an N. Nivets or something.
Oh, really?
I can't think of right now what the name of.
But they just.
But remember, if you're going on a cruise on one of these inner I guess, interconnecting continental rivers or whatever, right? That comes with a price tag. It's not like a cruise ship where they can, thousands are on there so they can, play with the, no.
Oh, you think these are more expensive than the ocean lines?
I know they are.
Oh, really? How much?
Oh, we will get it. That's a whole nother segment.
Let me click on the thing and see.
Gee, here we go.
Let's just pretend. Let's just pretend we're going on a cruise.
We're going to pretend we're going on a cruise down the Connecticut River. Okay, here we go.
All right, let's see. Where do we want to see?
Connecticut River. We're going down the New England thing.
Oh, gosh, come on. All right, let me go to the cruises. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see. New Orleans, Lower Mississippi, Upper Mississippi, Complete Mississippi, highlights of the Mississippi.
There you go.
Let me find the one up in.
See, I have the whole book in my office. If I
England.
know you're going to talk about this, I would have brought the book in here.
Oh, New England cruises. Here we go.
New
Yeah, I have the whole book with prices in my office.
There's the Grand New England Cruise.
You didn't tell me. What can I say? Surprised
The
me.
Maine Coast and Harbors Cruise. There's the New England Islands Cruise and the Hudson River Cruise.
I'm waiting for the price.
All right,
He wants you to pick which one you want to go.
Oh, that's right. You figure out what he's doing. I don't know. You're his co-host. I don't know his co-host anymore.
Which one do you
We'll
want?
go New England cruise. Where's
New
it go?
England, the new Grand New England Cruise. It's an 11-day Boston round trip.
Boston to Boston. Okay.
Right. That's it.
Okay.
Well, doesn't that go to Connecticut?
I don't know. You're telling me. You said Boston to Boston.
You
Let's
are
go.
so difficult. All right. Let me.
I'm difficult.
Well, first of all, the guide is free. The free cruise guide.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, here's the map.
So here's a pice of paper and it's
here's
free.
the map. Listen, here's the map.
Okay. Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
Oh, hold on. This one is.
Well, I got to put a camera on you with your hands going,
All right, listen, this one is not in the river. This one is actually on the coast. So you go from Newport, is that Rhode Island? Newport, Rhode Island?
I presume.
To Martha's Vineyard, to Provincetown, to Boston.
to Boston.
To Gloucester, to Portland, and then Boothbay Harbor, Rockland, Camden, Bar Harbor, and then back.
Oh, up to Maine.
Bar Harbor.
Nice. I want to go on this
Okay.
one.
And how much is that price tag for one person? Or is it double the occupancy?
I don't know. You can save $1,200. I know.
Oh, now here, that tells you the price right there. You could save $1,200. See, that's would have been the whole price for a cruise ship. $1,200.
Yeah, you're right.
So this here is like, okay, $1,200 I'm saving. Oh, from 14 or 4,000. I don't know. But I've seen them up there $3,000 and more.
Okay, but if you had a bucket list, you just wanted to do it once in your lifetime, I think I could save up for that.
I would
and
love to
I
do
think
that.
Well,
would-
if you think about it and truly think about it, the people that come to Florida to go to Disney World
absolutely.
from Japan or from, why would they come from Japan? There's a Disney in Japan, but France or whatever. I don't know if Disney's still in France or not. Anyway, I digress so quickly when I talk to myself. You doing all right? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Good. They put thousands and thousands of dollars together over a period of time,
Right.
and they said, we're going to go. And, you go to these tourist traps, and that's what they are, tourist traps, and I'm not just saying Disney, any of them. It's like, and here's a hat, $25. Anywhere else is $5 or $10 or $15.
Right.
$25. But you've got the money, and you're going to say, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. When am I ever going to do this again?
Right. That's
You buy
why.
it.
That's what I think. I think once in a while it's okay to do that.
I got a Indiana Jones hat sitting at the house. Remember I told you
Yeah,
that one?
yeah.
That wasn't cheap, but I wanted it.
But the hint we learned from New Year's Eve day at Disney is if you want to really get treated like royalty, you better stay in one of their resorts.
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
You pay a little more, but you save a little bit because you don't have to pay at a park. You don't have to. I mean, you get in early. You get to stay late. It's
And you can go to each of the parks.
so unbelievable how
You're
much
not
they
turned away.
They treat you differently when you stay in their
Oh,
resorts.
yes, definitely. Definitely. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's gorgeous.
So anyway, have you done a cruise? Any?
Yes.
Where'd you go?
On my honeymoon.
Where'd you go?
I went, let's see, we left out of Miami, and we went to Puerto Rico, and we went to St. Croix, where my cousin lives.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
And then I think it was St. Martin, I think also the other one. 3 ports. Yeah, it was
See,
fun.
I've never done
it.
one.
Was a week.
I used to go down to.
Now, the cost it cost me for that week, I can go on 4 cruises.
Wow, really?
1998 until now. That's how much it costs. The price drop, yeah?
Gosh.
on the west side of Manhattan, that's where the piers are that the cruise ships come and go from.
Yeah.
And I used to watch them when I was a kid. I always say, one day I want to see what that's like to to leave.
So go.
All right, let me take a phone call.
Okay, let me take a phone call.
You got it. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. Booth Bay Harbor, Maine was where some of the exteriors for the movie Carousel was shot. The June is busting out all over sequence was shot in Booth Bay Harbor.
Oh, okay. So that's how you're
Nice.
equating that to the cruise ship. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
wondering where you were going with that, Jim. I was like, what's that got to do with a cruise ship? Don't do that to me, Jim. Thank you for calling.
Well, these things are all tangled up, you know.
Oh, intertwined. We'll say intertwined. How's that?
Intertwined, yeah.
It is.
Well,
Very good.
enjoy the weekend.
Good morning, all.
Have fun with the Ham Radio Club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow and Sunday.
Thank you, Jim.
Yes.
So anyway, I just thought it was fun. I mean, I've always admired that thing that they do in Europe, but
Really?
now that I see
Yeah.
that we have one here,
Yeah, we've had it here for a long time.
I would
Yeah,
love
yeah.
to do
That
that.
would be
I'll
fun.
show you the book. I think I still have it in my office.
But if it's that expensive, I guess I got to save up.
Well, you have to save so.
So
save
we
up.
don't know the price about. We don't have any idea.
You want me to go get the book?
Yeah.
No.
Is it hard to find?
In my office, yes.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where I've put the book.
Well, you said you want me to go get the book.
I
Here we
was
go.
being
Sketches.
facetious.
I have it. Wait, I have it right here.
He's got it now.
Okay, the Grand New England Cruise, $6,860.
Per person?
I don't know.
Wow.
Wow, that is a lot of money. That's an 11-day, 10-night cruise.
Wow.
Boston to Charlestown and back. Okay.
Gosh.
$6,860. Yeah, that must be per person, Robin.
Yeah. Wow. For 11 days.
Gosh.
So that's
All right.
$500 a day. Then it costs to go on that cruise about.
That's not too. If you look at it that way, that's not too bad.
Yeah, because that's food and that's
everything,
lodging.
right?
Yeah, and entertainment and your port fees probably.
All right. Where did the thing go? Oh, I just had the prices. Where did they go?
Oh, I don't know.
All right. Back to
But that's pretty interesting.
all right. Schedules and rates. All right, schedules.
You go a lot of places.
All right, here we
on
go.
that
Here we
ship.
go. 6,860 is the next one. 7,245. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are not cheap.
Yeah, but I bet it's a beautiful cruise. I bet
Is the
it's.
segment over yet? I couldn't find it.
No, I got the prices here, Joe.
Oh, you made me go out there and you get the price when I leave.
I said it before you walked out the door. You didn't hear me.
Well, logically, I would have walked out the door if I heard you.
$7,765 for the Grand New England Cruise.
Oh, you can buy a car for that. You buy 2 cars for that.
But see, Robin has a point here. This is
What?
This is an 11-day cruise.
11 days divided by 11. Divided by 10.
So 7,000 divided by 11. What is that?
How about
that's
by 10 is easier?
$650 a day then.
$700 a day, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
What is 7,765 divided by 11? Let's see what she says.
Here's what I found on the web
Oh,
for
don't tell me what you found on the thing.
7,765.
Why can't you just tell me the answer?
Because you kept talking, she got confused.
$770 a day.
See? So I said 700. Ooh.
Is that really that bad though? For a nice
Excuse me?
for a nice experience like
Excuse me?
that. One time in your life.
I don't
Excuse
think so. I
me?
think it's a good one.
I mean,
would
think
like to
about
do
it. All the
this.
food.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
How
the
much? How much does it
parties.
cost for one day in Disney?
Excuse $100. Round it off.
No.
No,
'Cause
no.
you gotta-
150.
You gotta
You got
add
to
the
park.
ticket.
You got to stay the night.
Oh, you're not talking a package. You're just talking to just off the street, walking in.
Well, you don't get off the boat. You sleep there.
No, you're missing my point. You're saying when you walk into Disney, no one, 99.9% of a person will just drive to Florida and say, hey, by the way, I think you just drive into Disney and get a ticket. They plan ahead, and they get a package, and they get Disney's discounts, and they get Disney's and so forth and so on.
You're still paying about
I have to have a
$500
song
a day at
that's
Disney.
called "I'm Wrong Again." Naturally, I'm wrong again. I thought this was a good idea.
It's a
Oh, it's
very
a great
good
idea if you got the money. Sure is.
Yeah,
I would love to
but
do this.
Disney, okay, Disney, you spend probably $150
A day.
just to get in.
for the ticket.
Then $20 to park.
Yeah.
Right.
22, you're close.
Then probably $75 to eat at least.
At least.
So you're already up to $200.
Yeah.
And then you're spending the night, assuming, because you're going to stay more than one day on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
So that's at least another $150. So what are we up to now?
On the low end, if you put it like $250, you're up to like $470. a night at Disney.
That's if you don't buy a Disney package.
No, and then food,
This is
that's
WOCA.
$525.
Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump tweets about immigration bill stuck in Congress. Republicans should stop wasting their time until the party gets more members of Congress elected in November.
The Trump administration, meanwhile, has begun drawing up plans to house as many as 20,000 migrants on U.S. military bases. A senior administration official tells the AP that about 500 of the more than 2,300 children separated from their families at the border have already been reunited.
Fox's John Decker. Some families separated by the Korean War will be reunited.
The meetings, set for August, will be the first reunions in 3 years.